a lot of horrible comments that really been bothering and hurting me on social media. Some people just flat out been in the comments like, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. He's telling the truth. One guy didn't like my out of breath shit when I was like, oh yeah, I've been out of breath for an hour. He lying. As if motherfuckers that been out of breath for no reason, sitting down, relaxing, you gonna think he lying too. Nigga, fuck you out of breath for, be nervous and anxious. You got too much going on to be telling the truth, sir. And we different over here. I ain't got no reason to be biased. I don't work for him. I ain't a part of the academy. You gotta watch who the fuck your leader is. You gotta watch who your king is. Some of y'all need to learn to be that for yourselves, man. But this was a longer joint today of him talking about it.
To make me look really crazy.
And
okay,
I watched it.
So
I just took it back to the beginning for us.
Somebody said you're a grown man having teenage realizations. No.
Hear that out. Let's go back.
Resume Now is America's top resume builder and is now free to start. Just click this video.
Somebody in the comments put that.
Up to 6 accounts per household.
Come on, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing here? Akademiks?
Is that I'm not perfect.
I'm not perfect.
I expressed what was going on yesterday with me, and that was a culmination. And I'll give y'all a little bit of step-by-step review. That was a culmination of me feeling that somebody who was close in my vicinity and around me. Oh, this is what I was trying to say. Thank you. I finally found it. The reason why I played that Vibes Cartel thing, and y'all can start from here if y'all want to care. This is where I got my train of thought right. The reason why I played Vibes Cartel for like 20 minutes coming in.
I'm assuming y'all know who Vibes Cartel is. He was a Jamaican artist. Like on some gangster shit, I guess, right? Like some, street hood Jamaican shit. Me personally, right? People that stake everything on music, you going through real shit in your life. You like, yo, I gotta listen to this song because this dude is like. If it's you, it's you. Now all this shit Akademiks done been through, your king, your leader, some of y'all. I just gotta ride in the car and listen to Vibes Cartel. This nigga trying to summon help from all type of shadow realms.
Into this, he said one thing very important, and I agreed with that. And
he said one thing important.
Myself, because you gotta look sometimes in the mirror.
Look in the
mirror. If there's ever gonna be my downfall, and I know a lot of y'all, there's some people who watching, y'all hate watching. Y'all like, oh shit,
watching. They say
we gonna see it. Is he gonna cry today? Is he gonna fall? Is he gonna crash out? I get it. If there was ever, and Vibes Cartel said that in that little super mix, which by the way I made like 10 years ago. If it was ever gonna be my downfall, it's gonna be my friends. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm too trusting.
True.
I'm too loyal, and I'm too forgiving. Niggas have done me wrong, forgave them. Women have done me wrong, forgave them.
Yo, I always tell people, man, you gotta watch when it's always everybody else and not you.
That is not something that I believe everybody shares. So that's an important thing to mention, because I don't believe any nigga that don't like me has anything to fuck with me.
Yo, dude said that in one of my YouTube comments today. Like, why don't you just admit you don't like him or some shit? And granted, like, I mean, so maybe son seen the video, seen the thumbnail that popped in on the video, and like maybe he just don't watch me. Maybe I'm not his, bag of chips with the dip. But I like to think that I cover almost everything in the same capacity. I'm not biased. I call a fucking spade a spade. I keep it tall. I'm low budget. That's why you love it. So I'm gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna be honest about shit. I'm gonna pick apart that. And I don't think everybody has the ability to do it in the way that I do it. Based off the life that I live, man, I've had the opportunity to develop certain skills that just allow me to pick apart motherfuckers' lies differently. Just the wee hours of the morning, we a little bit more reserved right now.
I sit on this shit and anybody don't like me, nigga, I flame them up.
Anybody don't like me, I flame them up. This is all in the name of him defending himself. So remember, there's accusations. There's all type of shit out there in the air. This is all in the name of him defending himself. He did a lot of talking. Hours and hours and hours of talking about the situation, right? And motherfuckers is yet to get like just a full run through. Exactly what happened, how it happened, exactly what's going on. What you trying to cover up, man? The recipe's the recipe. You adding mad extra seasonings and onions when there wasn't no onions on there? Fuck, you got horseradish in there and it ain't we don't need who the fuck told you you need to put horseradish in there? Don't let you be doing shit like that and you got a history of wild shit happening with you. Niggas be slipping, sliding, dancing, falling, looking goofy. With a history of doing that shit, and I still got motherfuckers out here trying to riff with me.
You can't fuck with me at all.
Can't fuck with them.
You know when they actually have any ammunition about me is when the people around me, my friends, my closest people, the people who, when I turn stream off and I just try to just be talking to them, or maybe it's a girl or whatever the case is, those are the people right next to me. Pay attention. Those are the people that I've realized inevitably will be, if I have a downfall, it will be them. It'll never be a stranger. It'll never be somebody who will be like, yo, this nigga been hating Ack for a minute. He finally caught Ack lacking. Never. All them niggas, I done apply belt to ass so much, they really don't want no beef with me. They don't want no type of sauce. They've been just chilling on the side saying, damn, can't he lose? But you know where... And
I'm wondering, lose in what capacity? Akademiks is a real true content guy, right? Like, no life previous, no life outside of creating content. Unknown in all capacities outside of creating content. Right? So he's talking about I put belt to ass. Basically what he is saying is that I've out-trolled people. I've out-trolled people even when they might not have been guilty or nothing. I just decided to do it and did it. They know better. He might have bullied some people. Because he could. No matter how you slice it, his character is bad. If he was your cult leader, of course you want to fuck all the wives and the daughters. If he's the leader of your gang, y'all got a bad reputation. If he your dad, just treat your moms like shit. You might not know him. You don't got to be a good person to be successful. But how do you get there, though? Right?
Any type of downfall, bad press, anything with me is going to ever come is when I have friends and I have relationships. Yeah. And that's normal.
Normal.
You can't live this life alone. You could be up $55 billion. You're going to want to have a partner. You're going to want to have friends.
Mm-hmm.
Now, picking a partner and friends, we could talk about that. But that's what I've realized, and that's where I realized there's a synergy.
Not everybody, realize this, not everybody that's put in a position of leadership, not everybody that's standing on the stage with the mic with everybody listening to them is built like a leader. Is like, what? Remember yesterday? He's going, I'm a real nigga. He's this the realest nigga you know that be having non-real nigga problems for what real nigga definition is. But I wouldn't expect a lot of shit from Akademiks because he like a real content head motherfucker. I love all the content. I watch all the podcasts and interviews. I've seen Akademiks going crazy on people, sometimes for no reason. Sometimes just inserting himself in the middle or whatever for no reason. And bashing somebody up who might not deserve it. See what he just did to Puffy. And Puffy ain't been in handcuffs behind the shit. But him and his mom's been in handcuffs.
I remember when he said that shit. Obviously, he went to jail for some other shit. He killed niggas. But
you talk about Vibes Cartel.
I was like, that's true. That's true with me.
That's true. He never knew this, y'all.
The only weakness I have is being...
The only weakness he has. Even if you're a serious super Akademiks fan, how many weaknesses have been exposed to this point? Okay, say a weakness of yours get exposed and you start yelling, going live the most, putting the most content out, getting the most disrespectful. Does that mean your weakness disappeared? You covered up your weakness? No.
Too forgiven.
Only weakness is being too forgiving. And some people will say that's not a weakness. What they call that shit is virtue signaling. Like, bro, what you virtue signaling for? But I guarantee you, it won't take long for him to show his head.
If I've told you what people have done to me and what I forgave,
show the real him.
Y'all would say, what? But those are the only people that have access enough to potentially or ever put me in a position to make me look really crazy.
And wrong. See, we learned yesterday that R. Kelly was his god uncle. And that one of his senseis was Pinocchio. When you start dancing and prancing and doing the shit that he do, you fuck around, start saying shit that don't make no sense. And remember we was talking about you got the court of law and the court of public opinion. Let's go back just a bit, right? Just listen to this. Pay attention.
Or ever put me in a position to make me look really crazy. Okay.
A little more, right there.
But it's also realizing sometimes who you are and where you serve in other people's lives. Because put it like this, the same people who I'm talking about,
he feel like he put together good sentences too. He feel good.
They're the closest to me that could possibly
Yeah, all that.
be the people to try to fucking cut my throat, this and third. I don't have that power over them. Because I never looked at that relationship like that. I've never looked at it like, hey, if we get in a situation, I'm gonna throw you under the bus, or if we fall. But those are the only people that have access enough to potentially or ever put me in a position to make me look really crazy. Okay.
Hope y'all ain't missed that. No. The only people that could put you in a position, academics, of looking crazy is you. So, is the bullshit when somebody exposing your actions. So say you doing some shit that's fucked up and wild, right? Say some wild shit did happen to a young lady at your crib. And you know all the parties. If one of those parties exposes it, that take all responsibility off you. You get to skip past fixing your character, making sure the characters around you mirror you. These your homies know what type of time you moving on. This your chick, she know what type of time you moving on. You get the opportunity to do mad wild shit and then be like, you know what, I'm just too forgiving and I just gotta watch the people that's more bozo shit is bound to happen. He just looking for new different people to respect him because he got money and a lot of fans. And when bozo clown shit happen, don't tell everybody we opening the circus up a little earlier. Don't tell everybody that. Now put the onus on yourself, man. You're a real nigga.
So, somebody said you're a grown man having teenage realizations. No.
That's not a lie. You a grown man having teenage realizations. That's exactly what he spent the first fucking 3.5 minutes of this video talking about. 30-something years old. Still figuring out how to pick his friends correctly. With millions of dollars, like he say. Big mansion. All the incidents that you say he been with his girl. His homie. Yo. Hey, man. It is what it is. This your king.
No.
No.
This is not a grown man versus teenage realizations.
This is not a grown man versus teenage realizations. The fuck he adding shit to the man. Said whoever commented that said, yo, bro, you basically having teenage realizations. He ain't I should try to protect myself more and be on point, man, and watch the people that's around me. He ain't 20, 21, 22, 23, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We've been living that under. It's a lot of content things. And he got a very big following. And he doing numbers. And he lit. So that might create like feelings in him like, no, I really am the king. I really am the leader. I'm Big Ag. I'm the big man on campus. But with none of the like benefits though, like niggas can still fuck your girl while you sleep. Violating your crib. You got a million incidents.
You could be 50, you could be 80. Everybody has friends and everybody has significant others. It's not about age.
Yeah. Think about it. He said everybody has friends, everybody has significant others. It's not about age. We're not talking about people being 80 and having friends or 50 or 30 and having friends. We're talking about a particular type of friend. We're talking about getting yourself in a particular type of scenario. But he said that, and then you just skate past it. So it's not like an answer to it. And that's what's happening. So every time I watch a video when somebody's defending them, they just listen to what he's saying, repeating it, and going. Pausing and questioning.
But it's also realizing sometimes who you are and where you serve in other people's lives. Because put it like this, the same people who I'm talking about that have the almost, they're the closest to me, that could possibly be the people to try to fucking cut my throat, this and third, I don't have that power over them.
Yo, I want to take this back for y'all, right? But I want to bring something else up too. I want to go back to something. Because he says something else that was false. So we're going to get to that. What video? I got my timestamps, gang. I'm telling you. Listen. Oh, boy. Y'all know, I don't never, listen. This is my first, I got this from, I see him doing this. This is what he be doing. Really trying to get to the shit. Like, he really trying to figure it out. Like, yo, what's going on? Like, that's all we doing, right? Let me see. Is this the one?
Some body washes are so boring.
That text would have been, bro. This old phone will show you text messages. In that incident, I will say this one was something that the post. I just said what happened. I ain't even say who you were. You the one who just jumped out the woodworks. I'd never said who you were, shorty. Okay.
Here we go.
Shit, if I came on here to lie, what I'll say is, I wasn't even gonna post these type of joints.
Now, I remember he was talking about just not throwing people. The whole thing is throwing people under the bus. A lot of people criticize, like some people like, oh, you talking about academics, why you would care about it? Oh, you made a video about this. Like, we in the media space. Like, he became the person that he talks so highly of. The millionaire, the mansion, all this shit that like girls start liking him because of it. Like, a fan base, people accept him, being a part, like, all that's from talking about motherfuckers that ain't him. In the worst and wrong way. But don't want nobody doing it to him. Right? So here, let's get right here. We bring it right here real quick, right? Let's get to the part I'm talking about. When you bring Kyle Sinet up, right? Because he the fastest learning, growing nigga I ever seen on social media in the world.
Video. I'm not even going to play the video you made. But what I do want to show, number one, first and foremost, if everything or anything you're saying is true, a nigga would have been charged. Nothing happened. You feel?
And y'all know how we feel about the charge part, right? No. That's not how it works. Especially when there's money involved. Just because you did some shit don't mean you gonna get charged. Everybody sitting here waiting for the Epstein papers and all that shit. Knowing all them names on there and ain't nobody ran around or been charged or even you can't even talk about certain shit. Like I said yesterday. Some people say O.J. Simpson got the time for the other shit because he got away with the... So we know it don't necessarily go like that. We don't need you to throw that in there. Like I said, but a lot of fucking talking. Just get the whole story through.
Feel me? No case, no nothing. Also, I will say this. These are things that the police and everybody else looked at their damn self. You know, unlike the Casanat incident, I will say this one was something that the police handled, not social media. It's crazy now that the police handled it. Nothing happened. They said, oh, okay, this wasn't shit. Now, Shorty's trying to, and again, I don't know how she just jumped into the mix, but I'm going to show you exactly. And by the way, I can't show certain shit. Like, for example, I sent her a video of
he ain't going to be able to show you. Put like this, because he could quell this. He could just put it to bed. It's just a lot of talk. Text messages that could be... It's a lot of talk and a whole bunch of shit that could be fake and dick riding on his side of things. But if you really break down everything he's saying, this nigga is averaging a lie every 6.5 words. He might do that for 2-3 hours straight. Nigga averaging a lie every 6.5 words, and I could prove it. Who would he be without the chicken?